What do you believe? In a world where everything is being reduced to either black or white, in the church, in politics, in culture, society, nations, and peoples throughout the earth, we are all developing a pretty good idea of who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. Now, depending on who you listen to, this is either the best of times, a new golden age where God has answered prayers and the right people are in the right place to do the right things, and those wrong people and the evil will finally be shown the door. Or, this is the worst of times, where God did not answer prayers, where the wrong people are now in positions of power and will make decisions without mercy that will hurt many, reward greed, and diminish the dignity of everyone. Fear is in the air. Intolerance for them, those other people, is at a fever pitch. The line is drawn between we, the good and enlightened, and them, the bad and evil, who don't even live on the same planet as us. Even in the Christian community, the lines have been drawn between those who are on God's side and those who are advancing the cause of evil. We learn to pray for those on our side and sit God on our enemies like he's some kind of rabid dog to do our bidding. If we believe in a black and white world and a God who thinks like we do in a black and white world, then we destroy dignity by lumping others into categories defined by the worst of their faults and extremes. We create these caricatures of them and aggressively attack these imaginary enemies like Don Quixote charging at windmills. These are not real people, only straw men and women defined by our very worst fears. We are believing a lie. We live in a real world of people who cannot be defined as black and white caricatures of the people we don't like. They are real people, people of color, people of nations and places, people with hopes and dreams, and people who've lost hopes and dreams. Peoples of joy, fear, likes and dislikes, dreams and loves that are all different. We can reduce everyone who's different than us to them, but there really is no them. In reality, there's only us. When what we believe about things governs our view of God, ourselves, and others, we find a black and white world that narrows until all that's left is darkness. What do I believe is really the wrong question. The question, who do you love, is much better, because I will inevitably become most like the person I love the most. When I follow people who see the world as black and white, I will inevitably hate them and love us. But God is different. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son for people who liked him and for those who did not. Because God came into the world not to condemn the world and others, but to save both it and them. Jesus said, "For greater love has no one than this, that he lay down his life for his friends. Do good to your enemies and bless those who curse you. If you love only those who love you in return, what grace do you have? By this, all men will know that you follow after me and are like me, because you love those who are like you, and you love those who are different from you." A black and white God is not the God who created people, beauty, and color, who cares impossibly, shares crazily, blesses incredibly, and loves people madly. God's love has no ideological, racial, political, gender, national, or international limits. So, who do you love the most? We will always and inevitably become like the one who we love the most. Let us love.